everyone. You guys know if you've been here before, my name is Clara Aguilar. I am the marketing manager for Orders in Seconds and your moderator for this webinar. I'm going to be introducing the speakers and telling you guys all the goodies we have in store for the webinar on the topic 5 secrets to growing your wholesale business with TrueCommerce EDI. All right, so guys, let me know how everyone's doing today. Let me know where you're from and I'll give you a shout out. Saludos, Juan. Hello, Juan. And hello. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for writing in the chat for me. All right. And now, well, first we want to welcome everyone to this webinar. And today you guys are in for a treat. Orders in Seconds has partnered with TrueCommerce EDI that uses EDI, which is Electronic Data Exchange, to offer an easy way to exchange key order documents between you and your trading partners automatically, creating greater visibility and efficiency for your distribution business. So you guys are in for a treat. And now let's go ahead and learn more about our speakers for today. Okay, today's speakers, we have Mayssa Moubarak, who is a passionate supply chain professional with 10 years of experience after graduating from McGill University. Mayssa started her career helping clients optimize their supply chain processes by providing them with integrated e-commerce and dropship solutions. Mayssa has experience in managing strategic accounts and partnerships globally. She's trilingual and relationship-centric. Mayssa believes that personalized and long-term positive relationships are the way to success. Currently, Mayssa is a channel director for TrueCommerce EDI, managing a portfolio of strategic clients across a variety of industries and applications. Now, Mayssa is also joined by her colleague, Greg Bellis, who is the VP of Sales Engineering at TrueCommerce, and he'll be jumping in to answer any technical questions. So Mayssa and Greg, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Clara, for the intro. So happy to be here.
Great, great, great. All right, and then now her co-host today is Oscar Guerrero, the founder of Orders in Seconds, who has 20 plus years experience in the IT sector within the financial and food and beverage industry. Oscar is a proud US Navy vet, specializing in database systems and an NYIT graduate with the BS in Science and Technology. He took the knowledge and experience he gained throughout the years and built his company Orders in Seconds. As the president of OIS for more than 15 years, Oscar and his dream team have been empowering B2Bs with cloud-based mobile applications and services. Thanks, Oscar, for being here as well.
Thank you.
Great, great, great. And we have Frank Monterosa, which you guys, I'm sure, know and love, the OIS Business Development Manager. He'll be speaking towards the end of the webinar regarding Orders in Seconds and our various integrations. And just a little bit more about Frank. Frank graduated with honors and earned his bachelor's in marketing and advertising. He participated in many leadership and entrepreneurship courses with more than 15 years experience in customer service, marketing, and sales. Currently, he manages the US and Latin America markets for Orders in Seconds. Thank you, Frank, for joining us as well. Okay. So, can I hear? Oh, Frank, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, it's all right.
Thank you, and glad to be here.
Yeah. All right, so a big welcome to all of our speakers. Guys, you can type welcome in the chat, make them feel welcome. You could also clap. This is how we clap on Zoom, with our fingers to the camera, if your camera's on. Okay. All right, now let's review the agenda for today. Okay, first we're going to be reviewing the OIS and TrueCommerce partnership and what that means for OIS customers, right? And then we're going to get into the frequently asked questions from OIS customers and reveal the 5 secrets of growing your wholesale business with TrueCommerce EDI. You'll be learning a little bit more about our smart integration between Orders in Seconds, TrueCommerce, and QuickBooks. And then we're going to have about a 20-minute Q&A session where you guys get to ask specific questions pertaining to your business, right? And just make sure you guys, you don't have to wait till the end of the presentation to submit a question. All you have to do is at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there's a Q&A icon. You can just click that icon and you can add the question just so you guys don't forget. But you can go ahead and do that. And then lastly, make sure to stay till the end. We have a special gift for everyone who attended this webinar, so you're not going to want to miss that. Okay. All right, let's get started. Okay, so Oscar, OIS has partnered with TrueCommerce. Now let's explore that a little bit more and what that means for our customers. And then Mayssa, feel free to chime in as well, okay? Go ahead, Oscar.
Okay, thank you, Clara, for the excellent introduction. Welcome
you're
everyone to
welcome.
this webinar. My name is Oscar Guerrero, and I'm the founder and president of Orders in Seconds. Brief intro of what we do. We help product distributors process orders in seconds. Simple as that. Now, Orders in Seconds and TrueCommerce EDI have joined forces to connect wholesale distributors and manufacturers with B2B customers and suppliers using a world-class EDI solution. Our promise for this webinar today is to share the secrets to help your wholesale business grow with OIS and TrueCommerce EDI. Today, we are honored to have a special guest speaker. She is a channel director from TrueCommerce, and she will help us unfold invaluable insights about EDI for the wholesale distribution industry. Please let us welcome Mayssa Moubarak. Mayssa?
Thank you, Oscar. Again, I'm so happy to be here, talk about TrueCommerce and EDI. I promise you, I'm gonna try and make this entertaining, and I won't bore you with I'm gonna make sure we're gonna have a good time and interesting conversation with everyone. Again, very happy to be here to be talking about TrueCommerce and our solutions.
Great. We're excited to get started. Okay, so right now, guys, we're going to get into the frequently asked questions from our customers, and Mayssa is going to be revealing the 5 secrets to growing your wholesale business with EDI, okay? Just so you guys know, Oscar will be asking the questions and Mayssa will be providing the answers. So Oscar, go ahead.
Thank you, Clara, again.
Okay.
First, I would like to establish some context for question number 1. We are being asked by some of our wholesale distributors about EDI because their B2B customers, big box stores, retailers like Walmarts of the world, supermarkets, convenience stores, and other trading partners are requesting them to send their invoices via EDI. Mayssa, here's the first question. Let's start by first learning what EDI is and how does TrueCommerce EDI works with for wholesale distributors.
All right, absolutely. So let me start with talking a little bit, maybe taking a step backwards and talking about today's challenges in the wholesale, the distribution world. And then I'll go into what is EDI and how we and TrueCommerce and EDI basically can help optimize the processes. So what we are seeing today as challenges, and I'm sure most of you are facing that, is we're seeing a lot of online retailers and their capacity to offer lower pricing and faster delivery. Another challenge we're seeing is the rules and regulations being imposed, whether it's environmental protection, product safety, even customer demands are changing where they want access to more product information. Another big topic has been for the last 2-3 years is the supply chain disruptions, which is being affected by political tensions. The shipping prices are rocketing. And then we move on to the technology, new technologies, and how wholesale distributors need to actually adopt new technologies. How to adopt new technologies, what are new technologies? We'll touch on the EDI portion of it and how TrueCommerce can help optimize business operations with this technology and the integrations we offer. So what is EDI? EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange. And believe it or not, this started around in the 1960s by the transportation industry. So what it is, basically, it's a standard to simplify and to optimize interchanges. So instead of doing paper, instead of calling for an order, sending a PDF or a fax for an order or an invoice, there is a standard which is called an EDI standard that simplifies this exchange of transactions. Sorry. And it's actually, yes, it started in the transportation, but we see it in the retail, we see it in the logistics, we see it in the manufacturing. The European side of things, they do the artifact standard. The US and Canada do the ANSI X12 standard, and TrueCommerce supports both and is familiar with both. So, and in the EDI word, you would see 3-digit numbers. So sometimes you're going to hear me say an 850. So an 850 is a purchase order. An invoice is referred to an 810. So you see that a lot in the EDI world. You don't need to know them by heart. We take care of that. So how can we help you? How does TrueCommerce help? Through this single integrated platform, actually, we simplify the end-to-end supply chain. So we have around 180,000 connected companies on this network, whether it was retailers, distributor, manufacturers. What we do is that we simplify it for you to be able to connect to other trading partners, to customers, to logistics companies easily and in a secure way. So we digitize the process, we offer integration to backend systems and ERPs, and we make it easy for you to do business in all directions.
Oh, Oscar, oh, you're on mute, I think.
Thank you, Mayssa, for explaining what EDI is and for sharing some of the challenges that prevent actually small to mid-sized distributors to grow and scale with their customers, you know, when the customers actually are requiring them that they need to integrate with EDI. So, you know, in regards to EDI also, you know, some of our DSD distributors are basically asking us if the EDI technology can be used instead of using DEX technology. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, and that's why I have my colleague here, Greg, who has a very big knowledge in the industry. He's been there for doing this for a very long time, and he's here to keep me honest as well, Greg.
Yeah, certainly. I would look at EDI in the world of direct store delivery is really complementary more than replacement, albeit when we think about DEX or direct exchange, you know, there is, depending on the retailer for whom you're working with in a DSD program, some retailers may offer up NEX in place of DEX, NEX being network exchange as opposed to direct exchange. The idea there being that rather than having a DEXing equipment where you're downloading invoices physically directly at the store, you're able to use the EDI technology to take invoices in your system and electronically communicate those to that retailer, hence the network exchange as opposed to direct exchange. But it's not a direct, pun intended, it's not a direct replacement because it takes you and your retailer to participation, right? So as a supplier, you don't necessarily get to make that decision, but certainly does play a role in a direct store delivery business model.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Greg, for sharing that great info. You know, we didn't know 100%, and that's why, you know, we brought up this question to you guys. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Now, I really would like to ask our webinar attendees to write the word yes in the chat. You know, if you go to the chat icon and, you know, and let us know if you have been ever asked to send your invoices via EDI to one of your customers. That way it will give us an idea, you know, if, you know, one of your customers had asked you to send EDI invoices.
Perfect.
Okay, excellent. So the next question, number 2. Can you give us an example on how do you exchange EDI transactions with a trading partner like Walmart?
Absolutely. So let's say you establish a business relationship with Walmart, and they go ahead and let you know that you need to do it through EDI. So what we offer here, and Clara, if you don't mind moving to the next slide so I can share the visual here, which helps.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So, all right, so you're the organization on the right. You are running either on QuickBooks, SAP, NetSuite, whatever backend system you're running on. You don't need to worry about the EDI, the left side of it, because this is where TrueCommerce really comes in. So how does it happen? So Walmart is sending you an EDI order, which is an 850. TrueCommerce has a connection with Walmart already established. We know Walmart's EDI specifications and EDI guidelines. And one point I'd like to add here, yes, I said EDI is a standard, but each one of these guys on the left has their own EDI specs. So Walmart has specific specs, Costco has other specs. The majority of it would be kind of similar, but each has unique specifications. So what we do is that since we've been doing this for many, many years, we understand Walmart's, Costco's, Walgreens trading business, the EDI requirements. So we have built this network, which has more than 180,000 connected companies, the mappings and so forth. So this 850 would come in on our network. It's an EDI document. We would then kind of like translate it, we'd map it, and then we would integrate it into your backend system. So what is happening here is as well is that since we're handling the ERP integration, is that we also would need to understand your business requirements, your business process. So this whole chart that you see in front of you is being handled. It's an end-to-end, right? It's from your trading partners, hits TrueCommerce then pushes the information, the data into your backend system, and it's on the other way around as well. So if you're sending an invoice to your client, you would actually work on the invoice from within your accounting system or ERP. We would then grab it, we translate it, and then push it to Walmart as per their EDI requirements, so they can understand that they would that's how they would be expecting actually the transaction. So this is a full managed service platform. We absolutely maintain and support. Everything is done within TrueCommerce. We do not outsource any components of this. So the network is a TrueCommerce network, the mapping and the translation as well. So the secret number 2 is integration. And why do we push for integration? Why do we talk about integration? What are the benefits of integration? Integration means you integrate this data into your backend system. So this provides accurate inventory. Why inventory? Inventory is crucial these days. It's not a project, it's not a task, it's a way of life. So accurate inventory gives you, nobody wants empty shelves, neither your clients, nor the end user, neither your brand, right? So it provides you with a visibility on of your inventory. Integration also provides centralized customer data. So you'd have your data right in front of you in a centralized way where you can be more efficient, you can do smarter decisions because you have visibility, you have insight on what's happening. Fulfillment times, we spoke about online retailers and the fast delivery, fast fulfillment. This is crucial into today's world. We are all expecting things to be delivered super fast. So once you integrate, you are able to fulfill faster, which would lead you to happier customers and, of course, more sales. And the last point is also a very important point, which is reduction of order errors. We manually inputting data into an ERP and manually processing information leads to a lot of errors. Errors hurt a lot, they cost a lot of money. they hurt the brand, and they hurt the client as well. So the integration and automation would definitely reduce orders, and there are errors. And errors are also, you'll also be fined by the trading partner if such errors occur. So it's a lot of you save a lot of money once you integrate and you automate.
Excellent. Thank you. I see that you integrate with QuickBooks, which is very important for the small and mid-sized wholesale distributors that are trying to grow and work with big retail stores and supermarkets. And just like what you were saying about reducing the errors by automating, so when you integrate QuickBooks with TrueCommerce, this is where you avoid a lot of these errors, correct?
Absolutely. So our integration is a very tight integration, very solid integration with QuickBooks. We've been doing this for more than 15 years, and we are a preferred provider and a gold developer as well for QuickBooks. So we have tons of clients running on QuickBooks. It's a very good integration that we have, and you'll see further later what clients on QuickBooks say about our solution.
Great. Okay, so moving up to the next question, number 3. In regards to mobility and working from anywhere at any time, as a business owner or manager, can I use EDI software on mobile devices like tablets or mobile phones?
All right, that's a good question. So yes, so we don't want you to be doing this, right? You're on vacation, you're at the beach. We don't want you to look at your phone worried about the EDI. We can definitely send you notifications. We can do that. But the idea of it is that we don't want you to worry about the EDI. Automating and integrating EDI is supposed to be running in the background. You don't need to worry about this, right? The orders will automatically come into your backend system. Invoices will be going out. So we're automating the order to cash side of it, as well as the logistics side of it. So if you really want to look at your phone, you'll find the orders in your ERP. You can also, we do absolutely provide a web platform. It provides analytics, a dashboard, and so forth. So you do have access to that information on this little dashboard you can see here. So our platform does provide this ability. But again, the idea of it is that this whole cycle would be running automatically, smoothly in the background, whether you have a storefront, whether you are a marketplace. We're seeing a lot of B2B marketplaces these days. So we can integrate marketplaces as well, whether your clients are EDI retailers. All of these will come through our platform. And then again, we would push that data into either QuickBooks, SAP, the Dynamics ERPs as well. So if you keep on looking at your EDI transactions, a lot of errors, a lot of miscommunication, then definitely the EDI is not working as it's supposed to be. So it needs to be smooth and automated. Okay, and you need to enjoy the beach when you're out there.
That's great. So for sure, if I'm a business owner or manager, this is an ideal solution to be connected 24/7, which is super critical for business owners and managers.
Absolutely. And another thing is that, with such a system, when you grow, you do not need to add new people to be able to grow, right? You don't need to add new resources to be able to support your growth. TrueCommerce can help you add trading partners easily and efficiently. So this idea of, yes, I'm growing, I need more resources. This is not always the right way to go. You can grow with TrueCommerce without the need of adding additional resources.
Great. Excellent. All right. In regards to question number 4, let's say Walmart becomes one of my customers, and Walmart requires me to send them the invoices via EDI. What is the TrueCommerce implementation process once I choose a trading partner like Walmart?
Yes. So TrueCommerce and what it differentiates is between with other providers is that we are a full managed service provider. This means that we would handle it from A to Z. So once you establish, you definitely need a business relationship with Walmart, basically a vendor number. So once this is in place, what we do is that we then would go through a sales cycle. We go through a discovery call. This is just for us to learn more about your business. We don't want to sell you something that would not work for your business processes. So this is where our sales engineer and specifically Greg's team goes into some of the details of your business to better understand how you fulfill and how you do things on your side. So once we agree, then we move on to the implementation. We do not sell you a solution and then let you deal with it. Your team does not need to be experts in EDI. We would handle the EDI. So what we would do is that we would take care of the connection to, let's say, Walmart. We would handle the connection. We would handle the testing with Walmart. If there are any cross-reference tables that need to, the cross-reference items and so forth, we handle that as well. Definitely, we would be collaborating with you and your team. What we also do is the integration testing. So once we are integrating into your accounting system, backend system, we do that testing. So it's a full cycle testing. And then we go through under the user acceptance phase before we go live. So it's a hand-holding process. You have experts in the field, people who have implemented many projects from small companies to enterprise companies with complex processes. We have the right team for you, and you always have someone you can exchange with throughout this whole process. And what's also interesting is that you always have a contact, whether on the implementation side or on the account management side. You always have someone you can reach out to for any questions and so forth.
Okay, great.
So yes, it's outsourcing your EDI. Yes, some people just say that, yes, I'm going to handle it internally, no problem. But then they come and they're faced with the growing phase, and then they want to add 5-10 trading partners. Instead of spending time, we cannot be experts at everything, right? Your focus would be, as a client, is on your business, on expanding your market, you're growing your sales. So leave the EDI portion for us. We are experts at that. We handle that. Small companies, again, I mean, you don't need to work. You being a small company does not mean you are not ready for EDI or you are not ready for integration. Integrating, again, optimizes your processes, reduces errors. And as you can see here, these are 3 different companies who are using our platform. And you can see it's very cost effective. It's very user friendly. So the idea here is that your business users are able to handle our solution, work on the solution, because basically, we make it user-friendly so that business users have access to it and can make the right decisions throughout the whole process.
Okay, thank you. This is really very valuable information. But I still have just a couple of questions before we move to the next one. One is, how long do you estimate the implementation process may take? And second, what type of electronic documents can you process with trading partners?
Yes, absolutely. So, so the implementation phase really depends on the scope, right? So what we look at is And the questions we'd ask you is how many trading partners you want to exchange with. That's in the first question. The second would be, are you in need of e-commerce platforms? So are you on e-commerce platforms? So the implementation phase really is defined by the scope, how many trading partners, how many EDI documents you want to integrate into your backend system, what's your backend system or ERP. So a lot of things define the scope, but what I can tell you is that once you sign an agreement with TrueCommerce, you have access to what we call a pre-implementation team. So basically this is, because no matter what backend system you use, there's always the step of us connecting you to your trading partners, this connection and the EDI testing phase. So the team would always be readily available for such a phase, and then would kind of like go through some a questionnaire with you to ask about your business processes, the requirements, and so forth. So again, it depends on the scope. Some clients have done it in maybe a month. Some projects take us 6 months to implement. Sorry, Oscar. Yeah, you're on mute.
All right, thank you again. So question number 5, this is the last question. For any growing company in the wholesale distribution industry, setting an omni-channel strategy sets you apart from your competitors because you can have multiple purchases and sales channels instead of just a single channel. How does TrueCommerce support an omni-channel strategy?
Absolutely. So if you see so this is the secret number 5, connecting your channels. Yes, you can have multi-channels. So the difference between multi-channel and an omni-channel is the multi-channel, you can definitely run multi-channels, but if you don't have an interconnection where the data is centralized in one place, then you won't gain the advantage of having an omni-channel where these different channels are interconnected and are all integrated into your ERP. So how do we do that? So as I said, we spoke about the EDI retailers. If you're working with Wayfair's, Rite Aid, and so forth, we would connect you with retailers and integrate these into your backend system. What we can also do is that, and we have a platform for that, is that we can enable your suppliers. So what we can do is that whether your suppliers are EDI capable or not, what we do is that we'd give you the ability actually to exchange with this community where you can send an order. They would be able either to receive the order via EDI if they are EDI capable, or what we do is that we provide a platform for the non-EDI capable suppliers to have access to your orders and send you invoices as well. So we do handle the buy side as well as the sell side. When it comes to mom and pop retailers, small shops, what we also can handle is that, let's say today you receive PDF documents. What we can do is that we can take and digest these PDF documents and turn them into orders that your ERP accounting system would understand. Same thing for marketplaces. And again, a lot of B2B marketplaces are growing now. We can connect you to the marketplaces as well as storefronts like Shopify. So the idea of it is that you would have these orders coming into your ERP, whether it was from a retailer, EDI retailer, from a marketplace or a storefront, you'd have them in one place. And you wouldn't just have them into your ERP, you would also have them on our platform, web platform, which is called Transaction Manager. So you'd have visibility on your whole supply chain.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing valuable insights on EDI. And I believe, Clara, do we have something else?
Yes, we're going into the case study now. Mayssa has a
Yes,
case
so
study. Mhm.
Mommy's Bliss, actually, it's a mother-daughter company. They do baby care products. And they started actually with paper-based transactions, and they were selling to Walmart, Rite Aid, and so forth. And until one day, where it was the scariest and happiest day of their of the organization's life, is when they signed their contract with the nation's biggest retailer. So when this happened, again, they tried to figure out how we can do it, how we can grow, how can we adjust and accept such a high volume of orders. They were not able to grow while keeping the same process, the manual process. So they researched EDI companies and decided to work with TrueCommerce because of the fact of being cost effective, and because of the fact that we have a very tight integration with QuickBooks. This also helped a lot in their decision. What also helped is the fact that it's a full managed service company. So we own the network. We own the translation. All of our components of the solution are, none of it is outsourced. It's all built and supported by TrueCommerce. And what I like to highlight here, the fact that when Mommy's Bliss are ready to outgrow QuickBooks, let's say move to another ERP system, we would be able to keep their business. With TrueCommerce, actually, they won't need to disrupt their ongoing business, because of the fact that we can integrate to other ERPs. So the side of the connection with the EDI retailers, these transactions will keep on flowing. Once they change the backend system, what will happen is that we would integrate to a different system and run the integration testing phase. So the idea of it is that we work with small companies as well as large organizations. Last week, I was talking with someone. They're a couple. They're in the flooring business. They also have QuickBooks. So you don't have to be a huge company to start thinking about EDI and thinking about integrating.
Thank you, Mayssa.
Great information.
It does, and it brings us into this question, this next question, which is how.
Before you move into that, Clara, I just wanted to ask everyone in the webinar to write yes in the chat if you believe that this webinar helped you learn more about EDI and how it can help you set a strategy to grow and scale your wholesale distribution business.
Yes, and come on, guys, don't worry, we're all friends here. You guys can type in the chat for me. We want to talk to you guys. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. All right, Anna says yes. Anna says yes. All right, Mayssa. So tell us, how easy is it to get started with TrueCommerce?
It's very easy to start. Again, there is no commitment for us to have a conversation with you. You can reach out to our team very easily. You'd have access through the website. You'd also have access to us through OIS. Again, we're not here trying to sell something that won't work for your business. We would just have a conversation, learn more about your business, what your needs are, what are the requirements from your clients, and then we take it from there.
Okay, perfect, guys. And now, just so everyone who may be interested in, learning more about EDI, who just wants to, maybe ask a couple more questions, if you guys fill out the link I just posted in the chat, you guys can go ahead and, somebody from EDI will contact you and answer all the questions that you may have. And again, this is no pressure, guys. Like Mayssa said, nobody's trying to sell you anything. If you have any questions, fill out the form. And this is part of our special gift at the end. So make sure you check out the thank you page after you fill out the form, okay? So, because it's part of our special gift at the end. But, all right, so let's continue. Now Frank is going to be talking with us because, we have some newbies in the audience who may not know what Orders in Seconds is about. So Frank is going to be helping us out with explaining the OIS mobile solution. So go ahead, Frank.
Thank you so much, Clara, and thank you for that valuable information. I basically have learned a lot myself. So now let's get into action. What is Orders in Seconds? Well, for those who may not be familiar with the OIS solution, let me tell you this. Orders in Seconds specializes in helping distributors, manufacturers to take orders in seconds. That's how easy it is. How we do it? Well, we just, help you automate the different sales channels, which just simplify the order taking process. So if you take a look at this right now at this image, if you notice, we have, I would say 3 components. The first component is your accounting system, right? In this case, QuickBooks. It could be the QuickBooks desktop or the online, whatever version you're using. We are fully integrated with QuickBooks. So secondly, as you can see on the image, is the OIS Central System, or we call it the CRM system, the Customer Relationship Management System, which is a web-based application to manage all the commercial part of the company. So here's where you can manage GPS tracking, sales target, route management, pricing structures, all the things that you have for the sales. You can have it right here with this CRM, and it's fully integrated with QuickBooks, any version of QuickBooks. And the third one, as you can see, is the mobile app. This is, if you are in the distribution business, you have different channels, right, to create the different transactions. You may have sales rep in the field that are collecting orders. You may have DSD, direct store delivery personnel, where you have the merchandise in the truck and are creating different transactions from the field, invoices, payments, credit memos and return. So whatever transactions that you have, or whatever business model that you have, you're going to be able to connect it in our solution and create the different transactions from the field with the mobile devices, and all those transactions will be sent to the CRM system. From the CRM system, all of them will be pushed to your accounting system. In this case, QuickBooks, as an estimate, a sales orders, invoices, based on the transactions that you are creating from the field. So if you notice, it's really simple. And now let's go ahead and move to the next tab. Look, this is really interesting. If you are in the distribution business, here is the perfect combination to run your business. Look, first, if you're in the distribution business, you definitely need QuickBooks to run your accounting, right? Which is right there in the middle. And secondly, if you're a distributor, you may have sales rep in the field, as I just explained, doing pre-sales or DSD, and you need the OIS solution for the order taking process. And finally, if you need to communicate with your trading partners, as we have been learning today, via EDI, TrueCommerce is the perfect solution. So here we have a combination of the 3 solutions: the QuickBooks for running the accounting, the OIS order taking solution for handling all you taking invoices, credit, memos, and return from the field. And at the same time, we can have a full combination with the TrueCommerce whenever you have the necessities to trade, send information to your trading partners. So this is basically how we can help you with. And, at the end, let's move on to that one. At the end, look, as OIS, we have created an ecosystem that allows us to provide a complete solution to our customers. This is basically how we can help you increase sales, save time, money, and resources. So here are some of the partners that we're working with. So whatever your necessity is it EDI? Is it inventory management? Is it mapping, routing, forms? whatever your necessities are, we're going to help you with. So the thing is this, whenever you start working with us, we're going to bring you with the right partner. So that way you always going to get one solution in one place. So that way you never have to start looking around for other providers. You always get solution with us. So that's pretty much what I have. Guys,
Perfect.
if you have any question, let us know and we'll be more than happy to assist you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you're interested in learning more about orders in seconds, you guys can go ahead and fill out the form. I just pasted to the chat, okay? And somebody will be reaching out to you. So now let's get into the live Q&A, guys. Guys, again, don't be shy. You guys, you can send me your questions. But right now, we actually have a few questions that we didn't ask yet, which I'm gonna start with. One of the questions is for Mayssa. What is TrueCommerce's pricing model?
Yes, good question.
Mhm.
So the way we price the solution is based on a one-time setup fee, and then there is an annual subscription fee. And the annual subscription contains or supports the maintenance and support, as well as the transactional volume. So all these components they fall under the annual subscription. And for the one-time setup fee, usually, again, it depends on the scope. So how many trading partners, what EDI documents you want to integrate into your backend system. But it basically starts at $2,000. So with $2,000 as a one-time setup fee, you would be ready to exchange with multiple trading partners and even integrate into a backend system like QuickBooks.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. And another question that we have here is, what documents do you integrate with QuickBooks?
Yes, another good question. So we do have the sale with QuickBooks. We have the sell side and the buy side. We integrate the order, the invoice. We can also integrate the logistics documents such as the 940, 945, and what else, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, really
Inventory. Yes, sorry.
Inventory, right? Yeah, really your full complement of your sales and purchasing transactions. So, specifically in QuickBooks, you're thinking about sales orders or sales invoices, estimates or quotes, depending on your version, whether online or desktop versions. And then certainly similar on the purchasing side, your purchase orders, as well as your bills, item receipts, et cetera. So there's probably some other ones in there, sales receipts and some other documents, but yeah, most of the core order to cash, procure to pay transactions.
And Greg, we support, you can confirm that the QuickBooks Enterprise, QuickBooks Premier, as well as you said, the online and the desktop version.
That's right. So, yep, on the desktop side, Premier Enterprise, and then, yep, QuickBooks Online as well. You got it.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. I hope that those answers were helpful for you guys. We have just one more question. If I'm a small business, a small wholesale distributor, right? Can I start with only one trading partner with EDI?
Absolutely. Even with one trading partner, you can start with EDI, exchanging with that trading partner, receiving orders, sending out invoices. Again, you don't have to be a very big organization with millions of dollars to be able to work with us. The idea of EDI is basically to help you grow faster and support you throughout the whole growth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really powerful. Now, guys, is there anyone else with the question? You guys can submit it now. If not, that's going to be the end of our Q&A session. Let me see. All right, guys. So that's going to be the end of our Q&A session. But again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to fill out the form and we can get back to you with those answers, okay? And now, guys, drum roll for your special gift. Thank you for staying till the end, guys. As a thank you for everyone who attended the webinar, TrueCommerce is giving away a free e-brief on the 7 questions to ask a data integration provider. In this e-brief, you guys would be learning why these 7 questions are key to integration success, how to choose the right provider for your project, and then what are red flags to look for in a potential vendor, right? So how are you guys going to get access to this free e-brief? It's super easy. Again, I'm putting the link in the chat again. It's the same link, guys. You guys can just fill out the form depending on what you guys are interested in learning. And then on the thank you page, right? On the thank you page, you guys are going to get the link to the free e-brief. Okay, so it's that simple, guys. And this way, you know, I'm sure this is going to be very helpful for people who are interested in the EDI integration process. So again, thank you, Mayssa, too. Thank you guys from TrueCommerce for providing this special gift to all the attendees for today as well, okay?
Perfect.
Right,
Yes.
and then, yeah. And then if you guys had any questions and wanted to connect with the speakers today, guys, here's their contact information, okay? You can contact them via email or via phone or through LinkedIn, guys. Make sure you make those connections. That's where you connect, you know, you can ask some questions that you might have, you know, had here in the webinar, or just say, what's up, you know? So make sure you guys go there. And then that's it for today, guys. You know, thank you for everyone who attended this webinar. Mayssa, Oscar, Frank, Greg, too, and everyone, our OIS customers, everyone who attended, guys. We continue to have webinars like this because, you know, we want to see your business succeed. So make sure you guys check your inbox for the upcoming webinars. And then just to let you guys know, the last webinar we had was with our partners, Forms on Fire. They're the #1 solution for mobile forms automation. In this webinar, we discussed the benefits of converting paper form to electronic forms and how that, you know, can speed up your processes, saving you money and gaining greater efficiency for your business, right? So if you guys missed that webinar or past webinars, we actually have them on our website now. So I'll put the link in the chat if you guys were interested in checking that out. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you
Bye,
so much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.